the reason why we did, so this is important. The reason why we made our spools and cones of Masterpiece a 3-ply is quilters definitely, they want a lot of options. And there's times where you really want to quilt with a cotton thread, but you don't want the cotton thread to be as visible, say, as like a 40 weight, like a King Tut thread.
Yeah. So 40 is going to be
we made
more... Yeah.
And yeah, we'll talk about that one next.
Okay.
We made Masterpiece a 3-ply, and then we put a really tight twist on it. So it's not at like, how make sure I'm saying this right. Every time you step up and ply, you're doubling the thickness of the thread.
Yeah. Because
going from 2 to 3, so now it's like 50% heavier.
Yeah.
But we put a really tight twist on that to make the diameter not equal 50% larger in diameter.
Yeah.
And what that did was it made it really strong. So you can long arm quilt with Masterpiece and not have to dial back your top tension all the way down. Like it's strong enough to handle the rigors and stress of a longer machine. And if it can handle the stress and rigors of a longer machine, there's no problem on a home machine.
Yeah, so the bobbin thread is definitely thinner, and it just feels, and just a little bit thicker. This one, it's really cool. I mean, you can really see, and you can see this one's kind of a little more floppy. that's the industry term. And this one's less floppy. That would be my. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's keep going. So I have these. I haven't opened them because you know why? I was too nervous. So this is good. So I didn't. Okay. So this one is. Oh wow. This is okay. I'm going to show you this. This is so cool. You haven't probably seen this. This is from Robert Kaufman. They did the Kiss and the Woman in Gold.
Yep.
They made panels.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool? So we're studying
them. That's really cool.
Because they actually added. They added stuff to the picture. It's not the original picture. Isn't that weird? The derivative work.
Yeah,
they added.
That's really neat.
It's the bottom part. But I bet this thread would be great for that project. So tell me about. So tell me about metallic thread. This is where your family. It's a family business. That's what we learned before, and this is where you guys started was with metallic thread, right? So tell me how I use See, I didn't know how to use it. Tell me how I use metallic thread, and that would probably be great. The gold, right, to do the stitching.
So it's really nice on the paneling. Absolutely. Yeah. For metallic thread, it is one of the most sensitive threads, and industry-wide, metallic thread gets a pretty bad rap, and that's because not all thread is created equal. That may come as a shock to some people, but there's varying degrees of quality.
Yes.
So what makes our metallic thread stand out? We use a special construction. We use a very strong nylon core. We wrap it with rice paper. We go through an oxidation process, and then we're using actual silver film, silver foil, and that's for getting the colorant and that brilliant sheen to it. So when you're sewing or when you're quilting with it, we recommend using a top stitch 9014 needle. That's a larger eye, and the reason being, metallic thread is so I don't want to make it's not like so delicate, but it's delicate. And when you're stitching at really high speeds, it can fray, it can break. So we guarantee that our metallic thread works on any well-maintained machine. If you do two things, first step is reduce your top tension. Drop your top tension more than you think you should.
Okay.
Take your top tension all the way down to 1.
Okay.
And then use a 9014 needle, and then you're going to get beautiful stitches.
Okay.
And you can use bottom line or sew fine in the bobbin, and it's going to be great.
Okay, I don't know how to get it open. I'm like your worst customer. How do I take it? How do I get it open? Is there a trick?
So we shrink it. So the very top, if you have a pin or scissors, it's probably easier than your fingernail.
Okay.
And just insert and just snip that shrink film at the top. If you put it like laterally, and then you can cut into that film.
Oh, I see, like that.
Okay. No, not that way. I don't want to cut your finger off. At the top of the cap. And now, if I had video, I'd be able to show you.
I know. So we need the video. I don't know. This is not cool.
So right where the black printed is,
yes,
take the scissors and come like the X and Y plane, just come straight down and cut the shrink film. Yeah. If you bring it up, I can see it perhaps in the video a little bit better.
Like that? I took the package off. The packaging is off. I just don't know how to get the string out of the hole.
Oh, the packaging's off. Great.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little secret.
Yeah.
On one of the ends of the spool cap, you will see where the thread is capped.
Yeah.
Put your fingernails in there, and it pulls right off.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, we have a snap spool.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just pretend like I did it because I'm pathetic. Okay. I see it, but I just can't get to it. So if I just like, I think
it snaps. It snaps straight off.
Oh, I think I did it. It's not there anymore. Okay. No, it's still there. It snaps straight off. I don't understand.
So the actual plastic spool.
Yeah. Oh, hey. I snapped it straight off.
Yeah, it actually comes off. There you go.
I didn't know. It's supposed to come off. See?
It's supposed to. And then that way, instead of having the thread unravel when you're not using it, you put it back on and snap the top on.
Okay, so that's really interesting. Oh, wait, look at that. Okay, well, the top's down there. I'll get it in just a bit. Okay, cool. Well, look at that. Okay. So, put the bobbin. Put something like, tell me again, can I use the super bobs or get a different kind of bobbin? Can I use the super bob?
I recommend something a little smoother, like bottom line or silk line.
Okay. All right, cool. Like the bottom line, like this one. And then what about color? Because this is like gold. What would you do?
Yeah, so I would recommend, we have a gold colored bottom line. It's 601. It's a fantastic for all gold metallic.
Got it. So we got to order that. Okay, we can do that. All right, cool. And so we're going to put our tension down all the way to 1. We are going to use you say 90, 14. Well, tell me about needles. 90. So 90. You want to do a 90. You sent me this.
That's right. So that's got a selection. And you see it has a size 70, size 80, 2 size 90s, and then a size 100.
Yeah, so tell me about that.
On needles, the larger the number, so the 70, 80, 90, 100, that correlates with the larger the eye, and also there is a diameter difference.
Got it.
So there's a slightly different, larger diameter with each step up that you increase. And that's made to handle the larger size, the thicker the thread you use.
Got it. And you're saying for the metallics, use 90, and then 2 90s are the same, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason why we put 2 90s in that packaging is 40 weight is that standard quilting weight thread, and we recommend a size 90. So you're going to use size 90 more frequently than the 70, the 80, and the 100. Cool. So we doubled up on 90.
Got it. So for the standard 50 weight, you use 90, and then what about for the 60 weight? Are you going down or staying? Or staying with 90?
Standard 50 weight, I'd use an 80, and then 60 weight, like the bottom line thread you have, I'd use a size 70.
Okay.
And then opposite, if I'm using a really heavy thread, like we have a 12 weight called So Sassy, if we're using a So Sassy, I'd use the 100 size needle.
Okay, cool. All right. So let's do a repeat just in case people got lost. So 90, we use it for the 50 weight, and we also use it for the metallics. For the 60 weight, we're using the 80. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Opposite.
What?
So let's start from the bottom. 60 weight, use the size 70 needle.
60 is 70, okay.
50 weight, use the size 80 needle.
50 weight, use size 80, okay.
40 weight, use size 90.
40 is 90, okay.
And then if you use a 30 weight or a 12 weight, which is very thick, heavy threads, use the 100.
Got it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, we got that. We've taken notes. We will be tested later.
And that's going to be on the quiz. That's going to be on the quiz at the end of the class.
And I'm going to totally get it wrong because there's a lot of numbers involved. Okay, so we've got more things. Can we go through the rest of them? Is that cool with you?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, Superior Threads King Tut. What's that?
King Tut is our most popular quilting thread. So it's made out of the same fiber that Masterpiece is. It's the same crop.
Okay.
What we've done is we have the actual individual, called yarns. The individual yarns, it's thicker, and then we add a third ply. So now this is a number 40. It's a 40 weight, 3-ply thread. So it's thicker than the Masterpiece, and it's used for top stitching on quilts, decorative applique, decorative stitching.
Cool. Hold on. Look at that.
Oh, so you're a pro.
Now. I'm such a pro. Okay. And then there's this one. So let's see if I can do that. Yeah.
And King Tut's really popular for being variegated. So you see that multicolored right there. So it's that single strand.
Yeah.
And we use a special machine to dye it, and every inch it's precision dyed to change colors. So we use a 1-inch change color interval, and we have about 100. Actually, we have about 94 variegated color options in King Tut.
Very cool. I'm going to put the kitten away because he's trying to play with the thread. So hold on just one second.
He's pretty cute. He's a good mascot.
Indeed. Okay. All right. So of course my question is, so this is my test. It's 40 weight. So I'm going to use a 90. Am I right? 90?
You got it. A+.
Okay, and then what about the bobbin? So I'm using this not for piecing, but I'm using it for quilting, right?
That's right.
I'm doing my piecing with the super bob, and then the bottom line, probably, right, that one. Doing piecing with thin stuff, and then we're doing this for the quilting. What kind of bobbin do you put in with this stuff? That's the 40 weight, and
you can use that Super Bob's cotton, those 3-wound bobbins.
Oh,
no problem. Yep, they're a great addition to that. So there's no rule that sticks. If you use a cotton thread on top, you can absolutely use a polyester thread in the bobbin. Like, you can use a different size weight thread top and bottom. Right? And a lot of it comes down to what effect do you want to have? Do you want your backing to be as fancy as the top? And so a lot of it's personal preference.
So the kitten's back. He must have found a way back out. This is like totally ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to put him away again because he really is being really difficult. Hold on. He found it. See? He's back. This is the most ridiculous video ever. Okay, I'll be back. 1 second. You can say hi to the people. Hold on.
All right. Oh, the joys of having a kitty.
This is the difference between filming at home and at work. There's a lot of chaos. Okay, so what about bobbins in terms of color? On the threads that are, can you use this in the bobbin if you want to? Like, do you have bobbins that are rainbow, or do you think about a solid color? Like, is there a weight problem if you make a bobbin that's 40 weight for the quilting?
No, there's no problem. You can use 40 weight on top, 40 weight on bottom. That's no problem. You can choose what color you want. Generally, when you're using a variegated thread on top, you're going to find a blending color to use as your bobbin, which is going to blend like the most dominant. So that color bottom line that we sent you, that's a nice grayish color. That's going to work with most light colored color blends.
Got it. Cool. All right. And then the metallic, I imagine, don't put this in your bobbin. Is that right? Don't put the metallic in your bobbin?
You can, absolutely.
You can.
But most people want to see it on the top of their quilt.
And you're not afraid of the bobbin thread getting a little bit in the top of it? You're not worried about that?
No, and especially if you're going to use a sync. So if I'm using gold metallic on top, I would use a gold colored thread in the bottom. Okay. And if your tension isn't perfect, it still looks gold.
Got it. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Hold on, I'm doing the next one. This is the next one. This is So Fine, number 50, polyester. So so tell us, okay, so we've done King Tut, which is 3-ply, strong, beautiful. Masterpiece, which is for the piecing and also for quilting. And now we're doing this one. What's this one like? How is this one?
The So Fine is going to be similar to Masterpiece in terms of diameter, thickness. Mm-hmm. It's a polyester thread compared to a cotton thread.
Got it.
And so the difference, you're going to have less lint with polyester. Pardon me, less lint with